When people imagine the fall of Rome, they usually picture the same scenes: barbarians attacking the city, legions falling apart, emperors being poisoned in their palaces. But in reality, no empire collapses only because of blows from the outside. The fall always begins from within, and one of the forces that speeds up that collapse is money. Rome's tragic end wasn't mainly caused by intrigues or invasions. The real reason was that its money lost its value. And believe me, the lesson from that story still applies today. Denarius, the heart of the Roman Empire. For centuries, the Roman Empire's economy revolved around one thing: the denarius. This tiny silver coin began to be minted around 211 BC. It was usually made of pure silver, and people trusted it. They traded with it. Soldiers received their salaries in it. Merchants accepted only it, and ordinary people saved their wealth with it. The denarius wasn't just a piece of metal. It was the symbol of Rome's power. As long as people trusted Rome, they trusted its money. As costs grew, they found no cure. But keeping an empire standing tall isn't cheap. Armies needed salaries, roads and aqueducts had to be built, wars had to be funded. Expenses kept growing. Collecting taxes got harder. The people were already weary and didn't want to pay more. The empire thought it had found an ingenious solution. They decided to water down the money. In other words, they kept minting the same coin but reduced the silver inside it. During Augustus's time, a denarius contained 95% silver. Under Caracalla, that dropped to 50%. By the time of Gallienus, barely 5% was left. A bronze disc that only looked silver. People quickly noticed the difference. As the value of money fell, prices skyrocketed. A single measure of wheat could cost hundreds of denarii. Soldiers demanded raises, merchants refused to take the coin, and ordinary people turned back to bartering. The more trust disappeared, the more the empire printed worthless money. The result? A vicious cycle. The crisis of the 3rd century, between 235 and 284 AD, life in Rome was a nightmare. Plagues, civil wars, invasions, and in the end a completely wrecked economy. Taxes were collected in worthless coins, farmers abandoned their lands, and the state tried to fix prices but failed. Emperor Diocletian issued the Edict on Maximum Prices. He set fixed prices for hundreds of goods, and those who didn't obey were punished by death. But when money has no value, no paper decree can hold prices still. The result? The black market exploded and trade collapsed. Constantine's new beginning. Eventually, the Roman Empire abandoned its old money completely. Emperor Constantine decided to mint a new gold coin, the solidus. This restored people's trust for a while, but it was already too late. The Western Roman Empire no longer had the strength to stand. Because people's trust was gone, and money in the end is nothing but trust. Connection to today. Let's leave history aside for a moment. This story teaches us something simple but vital. When a nation destroys its money, it destroys its own foundation. Rome thought it could fool its citizens with coins that looked the same but had less and less value. Today, governments do something similar, printing paper, manipulating interest rates, and drowning people in debt. But the result is always the same: the people pay the price. In 1923, Germany people carried their salaries home in wheelbarrows. In 2008, Zimbabwe prices doubled every single day. And in today's modern world, our money quietly loses its value, and most of us don't even realize it. In 1971, the US dollar was still tied to gold, until President Nixon decided to cut that link. From that day on, money relied only on the word of the government. But as trust in that word faded, the value of money fell too. The cash we hold today isn't much different from Rome's bronze denarius, only now it's not metal. It's paper. My final words. Rome teaches us this. When money loses its value, society falls apart. Trade stops, people lose trust, and states collapse. The barbarians may be at the gates, but the real power that destroys empires is almost always inside, in the treasury. History may not repeat itself, but if you don't understand it, it will crush you just the same. Rome's fall wasn't just about bad rulers. It showed how fragile money becomes when power abuses it. If this story changed your perspective, I love telling history the right way. Because if we understand the past, we can definitely read the future. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more stories like this.